to Jigsaw Shed. Now this was meant to be a quick project, but it took me forever to get the video out, mainly because of the busyness of my life, but also because of the ears of this little creature. Well, you will find out soon enough why. So I took a piece of oak that was under the workbench, popped it on the lathe, rough turned it so that I could get it into my chuck, as it will help with the nose for this creature. And I then just used my skew chisel and also my spindle gouge to work the shape that I was looking for. Needless to say, there was quite a few little adjustments as I went on with this. Kept not being happy with the shape and kept adjusting, but that's sort of part of just my process of playing around on the lathe. As it was quite a small size, it was a very quick sand down to 400 grit, and then moving on to getting it parted off. And the Dremel worked quite well for getting the little nub smoothed off, but I did have to speed up a bit too much, so it started burning, turned it down, and then I was able to get rid of the burn marks as well. Now again, if you've got a sanding disc or something up somewhere, that will work quite well, but I'd use the Dremel sanding band for this to smooth out one area, get it flat, so that will be the bottom of the piece and it will sit nicely on a table. And then just getting the roughness smoothed out on a piece of sandpaper, making sure it's completely even. Now, grabbing some offcut pieces out of my offcut bin, I started making little tiny eyes. Now, I had a few issues here. I kept dropping it, kept losing the piece as I was parting it off, and it's so small it just got lost in the sawdust. So, quick sand to get the shape and then start parting. And it's gone. I did look, I couldn't find it. So onto another one. Now what I'm using there is just a old screwdriver that I had sharpened and fashioned into a very tiny skew chisel. Works really well for these tiny delicate things. But yeah, so there you go, I caught that one. Great, now one more. And it took quite a few attempts. So there's one, and it was gone, couldn't find it. Start another one. So working quite close here, but knew where I was. Now this time trying to catch it again, and it just slips through my hand as it comes off. There, gone. So grabbed another piece from the offcut bin. I think the previous one was beech, this is oak, but that's not going to matter too much. Or this was walnut, I think, spalted walnut. But it's not going to matter because I'm going to stain it. But yeah, so really trying to get it this time, and I got it. It didn't quite see it land in my hand, but I got it. So using spirit stains, I painted it black, or stained it black, and then using finishing oil on the actual body, did about 3 coats on there before making the holes for the eyes and gluing them in using O3 adhesives. And then onto the tail. For this I used a fake leather string, worked perfectly for that, and then onto the ears. Now this what caused me a delay because I didn't have the leather I thought I did to do this. and I had to order it on eBay. 1.5 kilos of off-cut leather, and I only needed the tiniest bit. But it worked perfectly, though they could have been a bit bigger, but that might be for another project. I might do another one. But it was good fun to do, good fun to experiment with and play around with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it the thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so yet. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.